Cumulative frequency is what we use in our daily life,
like a football score or weather report. Now I'm going to show you how to construct a cumulative frequency table from this data, the data that served in usual table. How to construct a cumulative frequency. First, put all these numbers here and use these symbols here. Okay, in order to find the frequency cumulative data for x less than 100, we look at the table. There is no x such less than 100, so we put 0 for the first row. Always start with 0. And then for x less than 105, from the data we know that the frequency less than 105 is 4, so we write 4 here. For 110, since 105 also less than 110, so we have two datas, so we add that datas all together. 4 plus 10 equal to 14. Next, for x less than 115, since 115 is bigger than 110 and bigger than 105, so we have three datas, so we put 4 plus 10 plus 22 equal to 36. And then for x less than 120, from the data that we know that 115, 110 and 105 less than 120, so we have four datas. We add all the numbers together. 4 plus 10 plus 22 plus 9 equal to 45. And the last one is x less than 125. Since all the data are less than 125, so we add all together in this row, and then we got the number 50. So the number 50 is always the same with the number total frequency. Now I'm going to show you how to make cumulative frequency curve based from the data, based on cumulative frequency table that we have found before. The first thing that we need to do is to look at 50 as the total frequency. So we put 50 as a top number here. So the next thing that very important is scale. So in this one, from 0 to 10, I made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 square for 10. And also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 from 10 to 20. That's very important, and also to here, 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 and etc. Okay, now this is cumulative frequency, and then in x axis it's daily wages. It starts from 100 until 120. I put this kind of symbol here because from 0 to 100 it will not the same scale. We need only 10 to 100 and to 125. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 from okay, and so on, etc. And also to this one, this one, this one, and this one. The curve from this table, from x 100 it's 0, so you put here. And then for 105 it's equal to 4. 105 equal to 4. This is 2. It's around here. Okay, next for 110 is 14. 110 is 14. It's around 14 is here. It's around here. 115 it's equal to 36. Where's 36? 115. 36 is around here. And then 125, 120 is equal to 45. Where's 45 supposed to be? Around here. And then 125 equal to 50. 25 equal to 50. Okay, now we're going to connect all these dots in one curve. Use your pencil to sketch it, so make it better, and then you bold it with your pen. You just need to erase the sketch. Erase the sketch. So here it is. This is the cumulative frequency curve. Next example, from example 1, page 32 on your textbook, the following table records the times taken by a technician to repair each of the 200 computers. This is the table that we're going to talk about. For T, that means the time, less than or equal to 30 minutes but greater than 20 minutes, there are 20 computers. For T, or the time less than or equal to 40 but greater to 30, there are 56 computers. For T, less than or equal to 50 but greater to 40, there are 40 computers, and so on. Now, we're going to construct the cumulative frequency curve for the data. So the first thing before we construct the cumulative frequency curve, we need to construct the cumulative frequency table. So at the previous example, I have told you how to make a cumulative frequency table vertically. In this particular table, we're going to make it horizontally, like this one, horizontally. So for T less than 20, like I said before, let's start with 0. Always start with 0. And then for T, or the time less than 30, it's only one row that fit in it. So T less than or equal to 30, there are 24 computers. You write it here. For T less than 40, there are two rows less than 40, this row, T less than 40, and also this row, because T less than 30. Less than 30 also less than 40, because 30 is smaller than 40. So we add these numbers together from these two rows. 24 plus 56 equal to 80. And then for T less than 50, this one is less than 50, but also this row and also this row. There are three rows that less than 50. So we need to add these three numbers from these three rows together. 24 plus 56 plus 40. So it is equal to 120. You write 120 here. For T less than 60. This is T less than 60. And so with these all rows. So we need to add these four rows. And then 24 plus 56 plus 40 plus 35 equal to 155. You write 155 here. And the same technique to find T less than 70. This is T less than 70. That means you need to add all these rows together. 24 plus 56 plus 40 plus 35 plus 27 equal to 182, and you write 182 here. And the last, T less than 80. So all the rows less than 80. So you need to add all these numbers together. 24 plus 56 plus 40 plus 35 plus 27 plus 18, it is equal to 200. Remember, the total need to be 200. They will be the same. So after we found the cumulative frequency table, we are going to make the cumulative frequency curve here. So as I told you before, mind the scale. From 0 to 50, there are 5 squares. That means each square is 10. Also from 50 to 100, 5 square, each square is 10. And also is this one. From 0 to 20, it is out of scale. So from 20 to 30, there are 4 square. And 30 to 40, there are also 4 square, and so on. So make the same scale. Now, for T less than 0, for T less than 20, it is 0. So for 20, it is 0. Next, for T less than 30, it is 24. Here 24. And then for T less than 40, it is 80. So for 40 it is 80. 80 is around here. And then for t less than 50 it is 120. As you can see here, this is around 120. And then for t less than 60 it is 55. 55 is around here. And then for t less than 70 is 182. It is around here. And for t less than 200 it is 200. The total computers, the total frequency. Now we just need to connect all the dots here, and remember we make a curve, not a straight line. So we need to sketch it from one dot to another dot. Remember, don't make a straight line. Here in 80, don't make more line, just stop at 80 and 200. Okay, this is how to construct the cumulative frequency table.
Now we are going to learn how to construct the cumulative frequency table from cumulative frequency curve. Okay, the first thing that we need to do, we need to figure out the scale. Okay, so from 0 to 20 is there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 square, which means each square it's belong to 4. Okay, now we are going to figure out what number is supposed to be in every row here. First, from 190 to 180. Okay, let's find out 180. In 180 is obviously become equals to 0. How about for 190? In 190 we take a perpendicular line here and we make to here. So we got it's 16. So the number is 16 minus 0 equals to 16. For the second one is 190 to 200. We have known 190, right? So we find for 200. For 200 we take a perpendicular line and then we make the straight line here is straight equal to 40. So this one 40 minus 16 equal to 24. And then we find this one. We have known 200. Now we find 210. In 210 we take a straight line, check it here. We will got 74 minus 40 equals to 34. And then here we have known 210, we find 210, 20. In 220, as you can see here, we take here, we take there. We got
102 minus 74 equal to 28.
And the last one, we have known 220, find 230. In 230, it's obviously 120.
So 120 minus 102 equal to 18. If you add all these numbers together and you got 120, it means you got the correct answer.
Next example, 150 students were asked to solve a mathematical puzzle. The times taken by them were distributed as shown in the cumulative frequency curve. This is the curve that we're going to talk about. Now, use the graph to estimate the number of the students who took more than 45 minutes to solve the puzzle. For more than 45 minutes, as you can see here, the maximum time is 60 minutes. So more than 45 minutes, that means between 45 to 60 minutes. How to do this kind of equation? First, you need to estimate 45 minutes. This is where 45 minutes. And then you make straight vertical line to the curve. And then from the curve, you make a straight horizontal line to the y-axis here. So you'll find the number 125 students. And then 45 to 60. And then you make the same way in a 60. You make a straight vertical line
to the curve from 60, and then from the curve you make a straight horizontal line to the y-axis, and then you'll find the number 150. So between 45 to 60 minutes, so the number of students is the difference of 150 and 125 from this number and this number, so it is 25. Then the number of students who took more than 45 minutes to solve the puzzle is 25 students. Next question, use the graph, still the same graph, to do the percentage of students who took between 15 and 35 minutes to solve the puzzle. So between 15 to 35, the same way have to do that before. You estimate where is 15, it's around here, and then you make a straight vertical line to the curve from 15, and then from the curve make a straight horizontal line to the y-axis, and you'll find 12.5. For 35, it's around here. You make straight vertical line to the curve, and then from the curve you make a straight horizontal line to the y-axis, and you find 77.5. So between 15 to 35 minutes, the difference is 65. That means the number of students who took between 15 to 35 minutes to solve the puzzle is 65 students.
I think that's all for the mastery, and thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to do your assignment at Moodle and submit it on time. Keep the spirit up and stay healthy. Bye for now.